Both my parents are non-musicians, and when I was 11, they decided to send me to a school, to a middle school, where there was music. And so when my mom got to that, to make the application for that school, she remembered that her father went to Chile, to South America, before World War I and came back to Italy with a guitar that always stayed in the house, always stayed, and got a lot of dust and throughout the decades. And so suddenly she remembered, oh, we've got that guitar in that room. And so she wrote guitar, so she thought, so we don't even have to buy an instrument then. And so that is how I started. In a way, you know, it was, you know, as soon as I started to play, it was something so strong and so deep that my dream started there, you know, and love for the music, it's what really keeps you going. And I consider myself very lucky that I do something that I love and dear so much. For my generation, the two major figures were Julian Bream and John Williams. You know, both from a musical point of view, both from a technical point of view, as far as classical guitar, those has been the two major influences for me. I gave my first solo recital, I mean a full concert by myself when I was 16 in a small town in Italy called Mortara in Piedmont near Torino. My debut here in the States back in 1987, I played at the Carnegie Recital Hall, and that was an important concert. I also got a good review from the New York Times, and it was an important concert for me, because it was also a moment where I, in some ways, I really decided to become a musician. That was such a also because after this concert I was invited to play in the States a lot, and so I guess that was in a way a very memorable moment for me. In Italy we have beautiful churches actually, where especially during the summertime we can use for concerts, and or old buildings, and sometimes not always. So these churches has got beautiful acoustic for the classical guitar. In fact, most of my recordings I record in a church near Bergamo, and that has a very beautiful acoustic. The problem is that we have to rehearse at nighttime, and but luckily the engineer of sounds is it's a night bird as me. Do you say night bird? Sorry, I don't know. It's but and so we can record during night times. This is a kind of a job where you always have to renew yourself. It's a constant research, and in some ways, as far as the career, it goes along, you know, because it's very important to keep doing new pieces, to keep looking for new way of playing, to keep it fresh. You know, if you sit down and you are exactly sure of what you are doing, probably that is the beginning of the end. I'm now here in the States for a tour of concert. I played in San Francisco, in Philadelphia, in Cambridge, in Boston, and the day before coming over to the States, a nail broke. So I had to adjust it with some crazy glue and do all my concert with this nail with the crazy glue on. And so that's part of life, and you have to live with it and try to do your best. The crazy glue in your pocket all the time. And the Dario strings, of course.